Okay, so we are back. I will give you the answers to the questions of the reading task 1. First question is, what kind of letter is this? We know this is offered. This is correct answer. But how do we know? Sometimes in the question, you will be provided with 3 suggestions or 4 suggestions that are, some of them are just excluding themselves. Now, this is not advice. He's not suggesting something. It would be a suggestion if he said something like, hey, I don't have a property for you. Maybe you should check with other place or with other company. He's not offering apology. Apology would be something like, hey, I really cannot help you. I have nothing for you today, so I'm really sorry. It's also not an agreement because, I mean, then the letter would start something like, I'm writing this letter to agree with you on your suggestion that we should, I don't know, provide Wi-Fi all around the island or whatever. Anyways, what kind of letter is this? This is offer. He's offering them Seaside Escape property because Blue Oasis was taken. Who is Mr. Cavalli? Again, other options just exclude themselves. He is a landlord, of course, because he cannot be agent. He's not selling them the property. He's offering them property for a vacation, to rent. He's maybe his parent, but it's not relevant in this situation because he does mention kids, but not his own kids. Seller, yeah, he's not selling any insurance. He's not selling you any shoes, nothing. He's not even selling the property. He's offering the property, this for renting for the holidays. Blue Oasis, taken, sold, roomy, vacant. Of course, in the beginning, in the first sentence, it's obvious that it's taken. That's why, question 3, it's taken. That's correct answer because the whole reason of offering the Seaside Escape is because they cannot confirm the reservation request for Blue Oasis. So Blue Oasis is taken. Compared to Blue Oasis, Seaside Escape has more flexible payment terms, more convenient beach access, higher quality kitchen appliances, fewer entertainment options. I mean, definitely doesn't have fewer entertainment options because you can see the guy says like it has a pool. The house will be excellent choice for a family with kids such as yours, as the amenities include high-speed internet, wireless internet, video game consoles, 4-player table tennis set. So definitely, it's not fewer entertainment options. High-quality kitchen appliances. I haven't, unless I don't know. The pool is a kitchen appliance. He didn't mention anywhere. More convenient beach access or more flexible payment terms. Now, when I first read this, and most of my students have the same kind of issue, we always thought that maybe it's more flexible payment terms. Now, I don't understand the banking system so much. Payments, I'm an idiot when it comes to finances, right? That's why I give all my money to my wife. So I don't know what is happening here. As previously mentioned in the last paragraph, you can see as previously mentioned, I'm willing to rent you this property for a reduced rate of $1,200 a week. Please be advised that $450 deposit must be made at the time of the reservation. So just by mentioning the money, I thought I guess that's flexible payment terms. But if you ask me in economy, I have no idea what it means. They're flexible. Maybe I can give you today $10 or tomorrow $100. I don't know. I don't really know what it means. So it could lead me to that because my lack of knowledge from the banking sector or basic economy, right? Now, it definitely says, now pay attention to this. This is why it's so important. They said more convenient beach access. This is the correct answer. Now, how do we know this? They don't mention, they mention beach, but not in those words. They say, it has a pool, it's desirably situated closer to the ocean. Desirably situated closer to the ocean means more convenient beach access, right? So sometimes you need to know different synonyms, and that's why your phrasing skills, let's say, are important here. You need to have wide vocabulary because in the first and the second task, they do mention some of the things in the text itself. but sometimes you have to find them because they're in a different phrases and through different synonyms. Yeah. So that was really important. Question 4. That's why it was important. You have to find like different phrasings. Question 5. What does Sandro suggest the children will enjoy? A lot of things here. He mentions a lot of things. If you take a look, he's talking about. In the first paragraph, he's talking about family with kids such as yours. Amenities include table tennis, blah, blah, blah. And then that was first paragraph. The second paragraph, he mentions separate entertainment room with a large screen TV, waterfall, blah, 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 all these kind of things. It looks pretty amazing, right? Now, what is the correct answer here? Game playing. The correct answer here is game playing. So question 5 said, what does Sandro suggest the children will enjoy? I mean, gourmet kitchen, only if you're like my age. Now, when you're getting fatter and fatter for the same reasons, you might enjoy gourmet kitchen. I'm also a little bit of gamer, so I also like to sit home and play video games. But, I mean, it's not really realistic that kids enjoy gourmet kitchen. They don't even know. If you ask them, they're going to eat pretty much like the chicken McNuggets, and to them, that's gourmet, whatever. But mall shopping, nobody mentions more. You're on a holiday, right? So, and again, nobody mentioned that mall shopping, not even with a different synonym or with different phrasings. Game playing, of course. Outdoor swimming, yeah, there is a beach and stuff like that. That is definitely going to be fun. So I can understand that you might be misled to choose outdoor swimming, but game playing is the correct answer. Question 6. Now, here's a response to a message. Complete the response by filling in the blanks. Select the best choice for each blank from the drop-down menu. Dear Mr. Cavalli, many thanks for your message concerning the alternate property. You've given me a thorough apology, confirmation, description, or contract. There's no contract mention. It's go with it. Like out. Contract out. Confirmation. You've given me a thorough confirmation. Like confirmation would be if they confirm the reservation for Blue Oasis, right? Not the Seaside Escape. Yeah. So definitely not here. Definitely not confirmation. Apology. Well, he did apologize, but thorough apology. A thorough apology would be if you have like a full mail of, I'm really sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm totally sorry. There are 7,000 ways of how sorry I am, and you're going to read it now. No. So it's description, obviously. So you've given me a thorough description of the residence, which on one level at least would seem an appealing substitute for my own more private initial selection, coastal initial selection, expensive initial selection. Of course, it's modest initial selection. Question 8, it's modest. So as you can see from at one point, question 7, 8, and they are all connected within like the response email. So pay attention if you don't know what to answer. If you cannot find the context in the email itself, you can find it, maybe in the next question. Obviously, your pricing is what? Complex? Maybe complex, yeah. A lot of students, including me, when I first read this one, I thought complex because, again, I don't understand basic economy or banking terms or whatever. So I would maybe say complex because you have to pay $450 first and then $1,200 per month or whatever. But I don't know, favorable, standard, inflexible. It's not standard because it's like decision was made pretty quickly. Inflexible, it's not inflexible. The guy is pretty understanding because he's giving you like a discount on the price. So I would say this one is favorable. Question 9, favorable. It suits them. So obviously your pricing is favorable compared with Seaside Escape. However, I do have 2 concerns to address before I'm ready to move. He's not ready to move. I mean, you're moving to another city to live there. So not moving. Buy. He's not buying a house or a property. If he did, he would be talking not to a landlord, but obviously to the agent. Bid, like, no, definitely not bidding with someone. They're not trying to compete with another person who's going to buy the Seaside Escape. So choose. I have two concerns to address before I'm ready to choose. Now, this should be really simple. Maybe I overcomplicated it. I'm sorry. I understand this is a multi-story house and that it has a pool, both of which seem to be considered exotic. I also thought maybe exotic. A lot of my students thought this could be exotic, but it's just seaside, not like tropical island seaside. If they mention Jamaica, tropical islands, I don't know, Seychelles or Maldives or whatever, it could be exotic, but nothing here suggests that this is exotic. Brand new? I don't know if it's brand new. Maybe brand new idea, definitely, but we don't know how the property looks like. Unusual? It's not unusual. Even though it's like super fancy, it has a lot of these expensive stuff, it's definitely not unusual. So unless it's, I don't know, like the Pablo Escobar's villa, desirable, right? So I understand this is a multi-story house and that it has a pool, both of which seem to be considered desirable features, right? Desirable features. That said, I have a 1-year-old child and I'm wondering if there are stairway safety gates and a pool enclosure. Could you advise? Kind regards, Aline Smith. So that was the first part. All right, I tried to give you like as honest answer here. I tried to remember how I felt when I first read it. I really remember what kind of mistakes I made, and I can also remember what are the most common mistakes that my students make when they read this. So this one should be pretty easy. 1 or 2 mistakes are pretty common at this point. Now, I'm going to continue talking about task 2, reading to apply a diagram. This part of the task takes 9 minutes. It contains 8 questions. In this part of the task, you will see a diagram, and based on this diagram, you will need to select the correct answers. Take notes. The questions are not about the diagram itself. Rather, they are blank areas in the email. And in this email, only certain information in the diagram apply. So it is your job to choose the correct answers based on the information in the diagram related to the email. This one should be fun. Let's read this together. I'll be back after this pause. See you.